What's going on, world? It's your boy Kurt with Boys to Men. We're coming here today just to break bread with you guys. We're doing something a little different. We believe in church with no walls. We're definitely taking ministry a little bit broader, and that's why we're here today, doing a little man cave action. We're chopping it up, we're breaking bread, and I got three of my boys with me. First and foremost, let me introduce them. My man Arnold Wilkins.
Hey, what's going on?
And on the middle, I got my man Arnold Nugin.
What's up, world? Be here.
And last but not least, I got my man Sherrell Stokes.
Yo, what's good?
What's good? What's good? So, no further ado, like I said, we just doing a little something man talk. We keeping it real. I mean, we just gonna do what we do. So I wanna go ahead and jump into these conversations real quick. I got 3 topics that I asked these gentlemen to prepare for. Nothing scripted whatsoever, but we do want to just make sure that, you know, we put our spirit behind it, because a lot of people got concerns, a lot of people got issues, a lot of people is trying to find answers, and I believe that this is our opportunity, this is our contribution to not only give back, but to also help out. So let's make it happen. First question, order. If you can picture, right, Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump got so much power, but as you see, so many things out of order. And that's what my first topic is, order. Fellas, why do you think today, in our time, obviously what's right is wrong, what's wrong is right. And one thing that comes to my mind is order. You know, so what is you guys' definition of order, and how can we get things back to what it should be? Not what it used to be. It always been jacked up, but the way it should be. What I mean by that, as far as just biblical orders, principles. You know what I mean? So, Arnold, please share. You know, as far as just order. You know, as far as what you see in today's time.
First off, order starts within ourselves. So as a man, you have to see what defines you as a person. So what's your financial situation? What do you see in the other sex? What do you see for dependency if you should choose to have children? Order starts within yourself. I mean, decide what's right, what's wrong. And of course, the man has to start off with what he was taught by his parents. So he has to go from there.
Good answer.
Good answer.
And which is the truth. That's a great answer. You know, but unfortunately, a lot of us ain't blessed to have, you know, somebody look back in the mirror with us. And that's one thing that I'm noticing, you guys, as far as a lot of people are fatherless, or their fathers just don't care, or their father is probably hustling with them. You know, so let me ask you, even with bringing that up, the order of the structure of order. You know, especially when it comes to a family. I don't want to present this to you, Al, because you are married. What is a structure of a family, a successful family?
The structure of it, I'm gonna let you know right here. The structure of it, and my point of view, the structure is male, female. Y'all both got to work together.
Right.
First of all, you both got to work together. It's not all on the male. We want it to be. But if you got both of y'all in the house to form that structure, that foundation, oh my God, a wonderful, wonderful sight you'll have, a wonderful, wonderful thing. I'm telling you. It starts from the home. I'm going to piggyback off of what Tank said. It starts at home. It starts at home. I know whatever Curtis said, and we all don't have that. We all don't have a male in our life. Oh yeah, we understand that. But whoever you have in your life, male, female, uncles, aunts, cousins, and they telling you right, we just gotta listen. You gotta listen.
And Curtis, I'm glad that you did respond that way to my response, because that's an excellent point. Not everyone has the mother or the father, or a lot of times the father that showed them what it takes to be a man, and what it takes to also just be man in the house, or a man about yourself.
Amen, brother. Man. And even with that, you know, and this is why we're doing this once again, because, you know, we all trying to come up with some form of concept of making it through this day to day. But even with that, Sherrell, to go ahead and continue with the topic of the order, I believe in what the Bible talks about: be fruitful and then multiply. I see a lot of us multiplying all day long. You know what I mean? We having 4, 5, 6, 7 kids, but we ain't being fruitful in the process. So for me, the importance of order is to be fruitful. How can somebody be fruitful when they don't even know what type of fruit they got? You know what I mean? When it comes to order, you know what I mean? We're trying to find order. We're trying to make sense of this order, but some people don't even know the concept of order. So how can you be fruitful to really build a proper order?
First of all, the way I see that is it starts from our dad. From when you was born, you look up to your dad. If your dad mess up, you gonna mess up. You know, the way he treats your mama, the same way you gonna go out and treat a woman. Same way. You know, it depends on how your stability was. How we was growing. Most of these guys, we don't do nothing but sleep with women, get them pregnant, and leave them. We don't care about the shorties. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, I'm gonna say this: you just gotta. It takes a village.
To raise it.
It takes a village. That's
does.
how we was raised. It takes a village. And that's what we missing today. We missing that out here today. It takes a village.
And we're not talking about taking the village as far as the days of if you got in trouble, the neighbor could spank you, or the neighbor down the block, or the person down the block could slap you and whip your ass. It's just the whole camaraderie of everyone in the neighborhood caring.
Right.
Spare the rod for the child.
You just want the village to care. Like Tank said, it ain't about sparing the rod, going to get the switch. None of that, but it takes a village, and you know we want to nurture each other. We want to nurture them. I'm telling you, that's what we want to do.
Because what do we have a lot of these days?
A lot of parents want to be kids' friends.
Exactly, and then you also have kids out on the street that's doing something they don't have no business doing. But if you call them out and say, "Hey, what you doing over there?" You don't get the response of, "Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilkins, I'm not gonna do it again," or "You can't yell at me, you ain't my damn daddy."
You ain't learning. That's not cool.
Man, back in the day, that wasn't going on.
So order. So with the whole order, obviously order is off balance from what it looks like, right?
That's what it is.
So if we can just really quick, I want to go into the next question. If we can sum it up on how we can get an order of structure, what would be your just one sentence? What would be your way of getting things back in order?
Getting things back in order. To be honest, Kurt, I really don't have an answer for that because it's so broke up so bad. I don't think it can be fixed again.
Okay.
Just to be honest. But not in our family, our generation. We got order in our family. You know, you listen to the oldest cousin. If you don't listen to him, I'll tell your mama gonna get you. You know, it's just everybody ain't got the family structure like we got. You know, we in our family, we don't play that.
So from your point of view, it's kind of a lost cause.
It's a lost cause.
Okay.
It's a lost cause. Because the simple fact, because parents want to be kids' friends, and then the grandmama want to be the friends with her kid and with the grandkid.
Well, we flip-flop that statement. I think we got our answer on how we can fix that. But are we going to fix it?
Ain't no more big grannies.
Well, them grannies gone.
Ain't no more big grannies. I remember my grannies used to hit you with a dish rag. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get to this man for time's sake. So, Alan, what about yourself as far as order?
Order up in there, I believe we got to bring that Bible in there. That's just my answer. We got to bring in there. A lot of households don't know about it. A lot of households need it. And that's what we need to bring in now.
So, before I go to you, Tank, so what would make a difference with just reading a book? That's how some people view it. It's just a book. How is this going to get me in order?
It's the way the book is presented to you. It's the way the book is presented to you. A lot of people don't like the way it's presented to you. That's why they don't want to listen to it. You understand what I'm saying? Do y'all understand? They don't want to listen to it. So, if you got someone that's bringing it to you the correct way and want you to just to buy by and listen and just sit down, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it together. Let's just take a look at it together. And all.
I think what he said was so on point.
No. Okay.
I want to get to my next man.
Okay.
Yeah, I can contest to what he's saying as well. I get it. That is a solution. Arnold, please.
The same thing Sherrell and Alan said. Sherrell feels that it's lost. Alan feels that we have to reintroduce the book. I would say just leadership by example. Patience. Instead of just saying, "Nah, those days are over with. We can't be grabbing kids up and tell them this and that." No, it's not about abusing the child. Listen, this is how it used to be. Just try and listen. Don't just say everything is outdated. Give it a chance. Some of those old values need to come back, and not just on order stuff, but just normalize the respect. You know, things like saying thank you. Going in we have kids nowadays that come up in people's houses won't say a damn word. They'll go right into the refrigerator. Those days need to come back. And Rel and I have had those conversations so many times of what respect was back then versus what kids think is respect now. So yeah.
That's what it is. Great answer. And I will just conclude with all three. Just for the simple fact, order is a necessity. How do we get it? One within yourself. You know what I mean? If your mind going everywhere, that's not order. If you moving and touching with no accomplishments, that's no order. So once you get yourself in order, then you can start focusing on a proper order. You know, which is you, which is your God, and which is everything else. Thank you, fellas. Second question. Cheating. Cheating. Ladies, I know we got some ladies' attention. I know a lot of fellas like, oh shit. But you know what? This is real. We got daughters, and then we got sons that we're trying to raise. You know what I mean? Then we got other people out here in this world. So with that cheating. So broad, we can be all day. We're going to keep this really plain and simple. Monogamy and polygamy. Can you be monogamous in a relationship? I think that's one major things that we have in relationships. Can a man be faithful? And can a woman be faithful? Is it a natural thing? We're going to start off with real. Monogamy, cheating.
Man, talk.
Cheating.
To be real.
Cheating
is the real deal.
We talk about cheating all day. I want to focus on two things though, monogamy and polygamy. It is monogamy when it comes to the form of cheating. I mean, is there such thing? Can a man just be with one woman?
You know what? To be honest, a man can be with one woman.
A man can be with one woman?
Yes, he can.
Yes, you can. You know why? Because, man, you fuck up. You stupid. First of all, you see the shorty with the tight leggings on and the head down and popping. You get your little alcohol in your system. You want her.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, when you get her and you turn and you go home, you be mad. Like, damn, why would I do that?
So even with that, I see why we do it. A lot of folks know why we do it, but do you think a natural thing drives it? Like, you know, the way people are made up. You know what I mean? Do you think that's our reason why?
Yeah.
I'm not saying an excuse.
No,
but a reason. Okay, so how? Okay, and since that is a reason, what would be your answer to that? I know you said we can't screw up and things of that nature. We're jacked up as dudes, but how can we train ourselves to be better guys?
You know what?
Because I want to be a big button smile.
Right.
They around every corner.
All you gotta do is pray to God, don't put you in that position. And sometimes you gotta leave. It's time to go.
Okay.
Time to roll. I'm finna go home to my girl. I'm finna leave. Okay. You know, when you know something ain't right, why would you stay there? Okay. Why would you stay there? You know tensions are bad. Okay. Get up and leave.
So wisdom.
Leave. Wisdom. Leave. Okay. You already know. Oh, I'm finna get in trouble. Let's go.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Please share.
I'ma share. I'm a married man. So I'ma give y'all the truth. Y'all wanna hear it, ladies? The world is the truth. Can a man be faithful? Is that what y'all wanna hear? I'ma tell you, I've been with my wife 20 years. And I ain't never stepped out on her once. Not one time. One time. Been married to her 16 years. Ain't stepped out once. Yes, you can. Yes, a male can.
As far as with America, though, and I salute you, by the way.
Go ahead.
I salute you. That's major.
That's good.
But about 90% of guys aren't like you.
They're not like me. They're not like me. They feel, this is what they feel. I'm gonna tell you what they see in a woman. They see a woman is like a roller coaster. They love that high. They go up. Oh my God. We can't wait. They can't wait. But next thing you know, that drop is over.
Drop.
And then once that drop is over, they want to go on to the next. Yeah, they can keep riding that roller coaster, but they want to go on to the next roller coaster, the next roller coaster, the next roller coaster. And I understand that with males. That's the thing with us. Women and male. We always gonna be attracted to the other female or male. We gonna be attracted. I don't know if that male made us. I mean, God made us, but we always gonna be attracted.
So even with that being said, let's get back to the monogamy part.
Okay.
You know, obviously, wouldn't that be attraction? Am I right or wrong in saying that? It is a natural attraction.
That is a natural attraction.
So when it comes to you then, how do you keep yourself steadfast? How do you keep the king inside of you to stay ruling within you?
I let what I have at the house. And I'm gonna let y'all know this again. I'm gonna let you know this again. What I have at the house is so important to me. To me.
Yeah. Amen, bro.
That's important to me. Every male don't think like me. Amen. And I understand that. And I don't fault no male out there because I'm a male. I understand how y'all feel. I understand how you walk. And I understand how you talk. But every male ain't me. And I'm not the typical male. You understand? So, with that being said, I know it's hard sometimes, like they say, it's hard to see a big butt need to be taught.
I want to hear from a single man though.
There you go.
Brothers, please share when it comes to you. When it comes, obviously you don't deal with the type of issue that they're dealing with because you're not in a particular commitment like them. But as far as you being the type of man that you are, as far as success is like one of your main passions, how do you keep yourself from going too far when it comes to being monogamous, trying at least attempting to be monogamous, or just being a straight up whore, sleeping with this girl, that girl, and the next? So, what is your view on what we just talked about, bro?
Well, audience, brother-in-law just painted me as a hoe. Otherwise, can a man be monogamous? Can he be faithful? Yes, he can. Does he do it? No, he doesn't. What caused me to cheat? That is the question. What caused me to cheat? Once, the lack of passion in the next before. Sometimes when the ex isn't initiating things, or she's not participating in the sexual things that I like, or she just isn't like engaging herself in general, it will tempt a man to go out and do things. Now, did I go out and do it? Yes, I did. Was I mature? No, I was not. See, the one thing is, you have to be mature enough to say, you know what? Instead of hurting my partner, let me sit her down and tell her what I'm upset about. Now, that's another factor called lack of communication. You have to voice with your partner what you're upset about. If they don't do anything, then it will lead to things such as cheating. But to prevent cheating, you have to be mature enough to tell your partner, you know what, this relationship is over with. The thrill and suspense of stepping out ultimately isn't worth it, because in the end it'll cause a whole lot of fighting, a lot of tension, and it causes a nasty breakup. And I've been a part of all of that. And I can admit it. It's my fault. I wasn't mature enough by telling her, let's end this relationship. So that's pretty much my experience on the topic. But since I haven't been married yet, who knows what happens with my mentality when I get married? Can I be faithful as a married man? I might be able to. Because when you're married, it's a totally different thing. Even if there's cheating within the marriage, it isn't so simple as, okay, relationship over. You can have kids involved. It's so many factors when you're married. When you're single, when you're not married and you cheat on a woman, or if a woman cheats on you, you probably can try again. But when you're married, it's just a lot going on. So you can't just say, okay, let's divorce. It doesn't work that. It's not that simple.
Not that easy.
And this is what we're doing too. We got one more question, and this is awesome. And this is why we're doing what we're doing, because we need like a freaking 2 weeks to really try to really get the a grasp on everything. But this is what this is about. You know what I mean? Each person got a testimony. You know what I mean? Each person got experience. And we bring this together, oh my God. I mean, this is how things change. This is how revolutions start. More than anything, this is how our people get free. We get free from the mind. But last question is going to be a little game/challenge. They knew the questions, but they knew this part. Fellas, bust your phones out, please. Everybody got their cell phone?
Got it.
Bring your cell phone. What I want y'all to do, go through your contacts. And I want to know how many contacts you get total. And then from them contacts, I want to know the 5 most important people out of all them contacts you get. And I mean by importance, those that will come to your side if they have sleep. If you call them 3 o'clock in the morning, hey, I can't, I'm locked up. They right there with a minimum amount of questions, you know. So 5 people that you know got your back. And I present this question because I have my own like testimony. I was stranded, my battery went dead, and I got like a bunch of contacts, but I can only have like 5 people, really less than that, 4 people that I can count on, and even then, one person's across the whole other town. You know what I mean? That was ready to come aid and assist. But with that being said, it really made me think about this in a really, really deep way. Do y'all have y'all answers?
I got mine.
How many contacts
I
you got?
got more than 5.
I
I
got
give
more
you
than
my
5.
5 main.
I got
names.
more than
I
5.
got 5. I got more than 5, but I give you 5 names. My main.
Okay, I don't need
You want to know how
5.
many contacts are in our phones?
Yeah, how many
total?
total in your phone? Just
I
round.
got
How
about
many?
700 contacts.
700?
I
How many people?
I ain't got that many.
But
See,
hold on, all right.
I ain't got that many.
How many of
That's
them
a
ride
lot.
or die with you?
Write it down my contact list.
If you got more than 5, that's awesome.
Man, I got about 15 people that ride it down this list.
Yeah, that's awesome. Out of 700 some people, you said me? Okay, that ratio is that's awesome 15, but that
probably
ratio
got-
that's still a big ratio. Alan, what about yourself?
I say I got about 30
About-
contacts.
Okay, how
30
many people
contacts.
that ride or die? Drop of a dime.
I say about 10 of them.
10 of them?
10 of them.
Okay,
just,
10
I
out
know
of
for a
30.
fact.
Okay. Sherrell, what about yourself?
I probably got about 300-400 people, and then I'll say.
Ooh, these boys
maybe-
be getting it. They be
maybe-
getting it. They know
if I could
everybody.
count-
Cuz, I'm going to need you to come to the cell phone
Maybe
age,
15,
man.
maybe 15 to 20 people I can call.
Out of about
I
300-400.
About 300-400. I probably got
But
about
the less
15
people,
people.
less
Okay.
nonsense.
I was just
There
gonna
you
say
go.
that
There
even
you
with
go.
this,
There you
there was
go.
like a epiphany, less contacts, and his ratio is much better. That means his circle is really his circle.
Tight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Understand that.
With that, we're gonna lead off this last questions. Relationships, healthy versus unhealthy, balanced versus unbalanced. Oh my God, I believe we got so much cheating. We got so many things out of order because of things are off balance to begin with. One thing my brother Arnold was talking about, a lot of different reasons why we would get into this position anyway. So last question. How can we tell when a relationship is healthy versus unhealthy? When it's balanced or unbalanced? When you're doing too much? I don't think nobody on this panel mind doing, but sometimes we do things when we're not asked to do, and sometimes we may feel unappreciated. Why? Because we wasn't meant to do it to begin with. So I'm gonna start out with you, Alan, on this one.
Okay. And I'm going to let y'all know. Here you go. You can't really tell if a relationship is healthy or unhealthy. That's my answer. You can come in, a married man can come in every day with a smile, but go home unhappy. You will never know that. You will never know that. Never know if it's unhealthy or healthy. That's just my opinion, and I'm living down with that opinion. Healthy, I want to say, yeah, you can. Let me change that up a little bit. Let me change that up a little bit. Let me change that up a little bit. You can with the healthy part. You can be happy and healthy. Well, now name that other one again, Kurt. Name that other question. What was up? You said
Basically, balance is a relationship.
unbalanced,
Yeah.
balance and unbalanced. That's what it is. Balance and unbalanced. This is the thing about balance and unbalance.
And once again, how many years you been married, brother?
I've been married 16.
16
I've been
years.
with it 20.
20 years. So 20 years.
And
Okay.
off my experience.
Off your experience. Yeah.
Off my experience. When you come into this relationship with your significant other or whoever you with, the thing is, to balance it is attitude, communication. This is what to balance your relationship. You got to communicate. You have to communicate. If you don't communicate in your relationship, that's the unbalance. It's going to be very unbalanced. I know sometimes as a male, as a female, we just don't want to talk. We just don't want to talk at times. Something happened at work. Anything can make you bring that spirit into your house. And that will make it so unbalanced. So unbalanced. And that's one thing you don't want. Communication. That's the number one thing to me. Communication.
I mean, real quick before I get to the next one. For those that not able to effectively communicate, you might have a lot of guys. I hear what you saying, Al, but shit, I don't know what to say. I try to say something, but she may take it the wrong way. You know, for those who can't communicate, or those who try to communicate, but they keep hitting a brick wall, how can they get over that hurdle? Because once
You
again,
understand? You got to realize the female. You got to understand. We got the testosterone.
Yeah.
They got what? Tell me what they got, fellas. They got estrogen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So them two different things. Sometimes you got to be a little bit light on them. You understand what I'm saying? You got to. This is just my point of view. I know y'all probably out there like, oh, this guy, blah blah this. This is my point of view. Just listen to it. Just listen to it. Because we try to make this a world balance. Listen to it. You got to soothe her. You got to soothe her at times. You got to, they're not a male. They're not a male. So sometimes, like Kurt say, oh man, we don't want to hear that. How we going to do that? You got to sit down and talk to her. You got to sit down and listen to her at times. I know you don't want to.
I just learned that out last year.
I know you don't want to. I know it's hard for us at times. I know it's hard for us as a male. You understand? Just sit down and listen to it.
Arnold Wilkins, please share when it comes to this balance, bro.
It's the same word. Communication.
Communication. That's two of us. Communication.
Because with a relationship or a couple in general, it can't be two people doing things. It has to be a bond working together.
Yes.
Even as simple as.
My wife just told me that today.
Yeah, and it's like,
listen,
you have to talk to each other. If you find yourself, your partner just doing things like, if you're just living together, paying bills, just going to work every day and not saying things, it's not working anymore. This may sound funny, but I'm dead serious. If y'all not arguing anymore, then it's a problem. And I'm not saying arguments meaning y'all throw down fighting every day and just yelling at each other. If y'all aren't even having debates or questioning on certain things, you just saying, okay, do it.
Yeah.
Then it's not balanced. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
You have to communicate. And
communication.
Communication. Let me ask you this, Sherrell. Concluded with this for once again, audience. This has been awesome. A telltale sign that your relationship is not balanced. Not just for you per se, yes, your experience, but for our viewers, for us that's in this room. Not just in a marriage, but in relationships, period. Because sometimes we get the game twisted. You know what I mean? How can we, because so many times, that's one thing I noticed, we hurt ourselves by keep repeating patterns. A lot of times it's important that we recognize these relationship status when it comes to healthy and unhealthy. Again, what is a telltale sign? Like, you know what? I'm being affected. I'm not growing. This is not good soil. This is not good fruit. You know, how do you know when it's not good for yourself, when you're being hurt, when you're being affected, when you're not growing? How do you know this for the viewers, when relationships in general?
How you tell that it's not growing? Because, like, first of all, it's hard to tell anything if it's unbalanced or unbalanced. Because a lot of people like to put on a show, you know what I'm saying, try to front in front of everybody. Put on a face like everything is all good, but it's not. Instead of coming and telling somebody that can help you, you rather smile, do this and do that. But deep down inside, it's something worse than that. It's something bad. And you rather front in front of us instead of telling us so we can tell. And then second of all, if you still stuck in the same place like this 2018, and you still stuck in 1999, you ain't grow. If you still with the same person and y'all still got the same money, same this, same that, you can't grow with them. You know?
It's unbalanced.
It's unbalanced.
And like Rel was saying, holding things in. That's the worst thing. That is the worst. Honesty.
That's the worst.
There has to be brutal honesty when you start a relationship. If you don't tell your partner everything that you like, even if there's certain foods that you don't like, don't smile and laugh and go with flat out tell her. Flat out tell her, I don't like beef liver, I don't like chitlins or salmon croquette. Tell her.
Before I even came over here today, me and my wife was exactly talking about this.
That's it.
My right hand of God.
Even if it's whatever you like sexually, if you love it and she doesn't like doing it, you all have to go over there right at the beginning. Because if you just say, you know what, I really love her, I'm gonna subdue the things that I like sexually just to make the relationship work.
Right.
That's how the first topic that we talked, the second topic that we talked about, cheating. That's how that occurs, because if you held in the certain thing that turns you on for so long, but since your partner or wife don't do it, you're gonna outsource and go to another person that will do it.
On that note, we can continue this all day. I want to thank my guests. Well, we ain't really my guests, my brothers. You know what I mean? We all in this together. This is Boys to Men. You know what I mean? We taking these boys things and doing some real life man type stuff. You know what I mean? Like I said, once again, this is a new day. This is a new time. This is a new movement. You know, so we'll be back, you know what I mean, with, might have the same cats, you know what I mean?
Part two,
We may have a part two. It sounds like a part
Part
two on the way. It's part two?
Part two.
World, part two then. Other than that, we will be rotating our guests, and, man, part two it is. Love you guys. God bless. I want y'all to get a last shout out.
What's up? We here.
Yo.
Yeah.
Get on YouTube and put them likes on
Look
there.
at us. Look at us.
Check us out.
We here.
Holla at your boys.
So, hey, man, we love you guys. God bless you once again.
Thank you.
One
may
Kingdom.
God bless you.
We're going to do this. This is our duty to you guys. Love you. God bless.
Yes, sir. I like that.